Forged on the banks of Marine Creek in North Fort Worth over 125 years ago, Northside High has long been a beacon of light and a source of learning and friendship for thousands. Growing up in the shadow of the stockyards and exploding with the arrival of the meatpacking industry, Northside quickly became home to the working class with strong family values, something you'll still find true today. A crucible for heroes, Hall of Famers, and leaders. Those that have called Northside home find they cannot forget that dear old school upon the hill. In recent years, with the cutbacks in school budgets along with the growing diversity found on the north side, it became clear to a few past dears that their school and the students needed them. Now was the time to step up and pay it forward for the next generation who would walk the halls of Northside. Out of this need, the Northside Legacy Foundation was born, and over the past 10 years, the Legacy Foundation has been able to raise and distribute well over $300,000 to meet student needs and to provide college scholarships. Needs that have been met have touched all parts of Northside, from providing practice basketballs, athletic uniforms, golf clubs, musical instruments, computers, and medical equipment, just to name a few. Teachers and coaches prepare proposals for consideration with a shared investment model, part of the money coming from student fundraising or existing budgets, and the Legacy Foundation making up the difference. One of the cornerstones of the Legacy Foundation has been and always will be the awarding of scholarships to graduating seniors. With the majority of the students at Northside being first-generation high school graduates, it's a tribute to the school, staff, students, and their families that over 65% of the class of 2015 has gone on to attend college and university. Now let's hear from some of our past scholarship recipients.
All right, good evening everyone. My name is Eric Sanchez, Northside graduate, class of 2014. I first want to thank the Northside Legacy Foundation as well as the beautiful Miss O'Brien for inviting me to participate in this event. I really want to thank, however, Mr. Roger King, the man that made me who I am today. A little about me: I was born and raised in Northside Fort Worth. I come from a family of 5 and am a first-generation college student. During high school, I never really thought about college, mostly because I knew I would never be able to afford it. I was blessed and fortunate enough to be awarded a scholarship from this great foundation, which I used to begin my studies at the University of Texas at Arlington. I began my college career as an architecture and interior design student, which turned out to be completely different than what I thought it would. I then took a major turn and enlisted in the U.S. Army Reserves in hopes to find myself and who I want to be. Once back in Texas, I returned to UTA as a criminal justice major, where I discovered my passion for protecting those around me, my community, and my country. I soon after was offered a position with our government's Transportation Security Administration at DFW International Airport. That being said, I am currently working over 30 hours a week, going to school full-time, attending drill with my unit, and even pledging Kappa Sigma Theta Omega chapter at my university. And the only thing motivating me to start my day at 3 in the morning every day is the opportunity I was given only 2 years ago at Northside High School. I hope to one day do my part in molding the students in my community to be the dreamers and leaders they deserve to be. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Bridget Ortiz. I am a freshman at Stephen F. Austin State University. I am majoring in social work with a minor in environmental science, and it's because of my scholarship that I'm here loving every bit of college. Now, I am the first in my family to graduate high school, and I am the first in my family to attend a university. So as a first generation, it became extremely difficult to get to where I am right now, but it's because of the Legacy Foundation, it's because of the alumni of Northside, it's because the staff at Northside that it became a reality, and I'm here fulfilling my dreams, reaching my goals. Now I cannot wait to return back to Northside at the School upon the Hill to help those who have helped me. I can't wait to be part of the Legacy Foundation, and I can't wait to show people that I am proof that I can do it. I am a first generation. I can reach my goals, and it's because of you guys, and I cannot thank you enough. I am forever grateful. I also want to give a big thank you to Miss O'Brien, and it's because of her that I am here. It's her her push, her support. She was my backbone. I cannot thank her enough. And I can't wait to graduate from SFA and take her out on a really nice dinner because she deserves the absolute most. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you all for listening to my story, and thank you all for being here. See you soon. Axum Jax.
My name is Christopher Labra. I am a sophomore here at UNC, and I am currently studying computer engineering. My story begins at the start of my senior year. My dad had actually left to Mexico, and what we thought was only going to be a 3-month trip actually turned into him being there for more than a year. And the reason why it was such a big deal was because I was kind of left at my house, essentially in charge of everything that was happening there, and in charge of paying the bills, in charge of any maintenance that needed to be done on the house, and in charge of taking care of our pets. And I wasn't alone. I did have my oldest brother there with me, but he also had his own responsibilities, and he also worked 2 jobs. So most nights he didn't get home until around midnight. So he helped me what he could, but ultimately it was left up to me in order to take care of what needed to be done. My parents had actually gotten a divorce a few years before, and that's why it was a big, stressful year at that point, especially being a high schooler in charge of everything. It was a lot of responsibility, and that's not including the fact that I still had to apply for universities and I still had to apply for scholarships. So it was a pretty tough year, and as the year went on, I thankfully got through applying for universities and applying for scholarships. But the scholarship that made the biggest impact on me was the Davidson Scholarship. And I didn't know much about the Davidsons at that time. I only knew that Mr. Davidson worked at the middle school that I used to attend. And that was about it. So I went through the process, I did the interview, and when the time came for them to announce the recipient, I wasn't the one who got their scholarship, but I made such an impact on them that they offered me a smaller scholarship. Essentially, they made a scholarship in order to help me out in some way. And to me, that means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me because it's saying that somebody actually believes in what I want to do, and they want to support me as much as they can, and they have been supporting me all this time that I've been here at my university. They supported me a lot in my freshman year. They actually bought me a bike to get around campus, and it's encouraging. It inspires me to do well here, and every day that I am here, I am trying my best at it. And I just want to say thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Davidson, for all that you've done, and I will never stop working hard.
As you can see, there's still so much to do. More needs to be met, more scholarships to award, and most of all, lives of current and future steers to touch. So I ask you, what will your legacy be?